What's up, y'all? Welcome back to More to Love. It's your girl, Wyleisha.
It's your girl Netta.
All right,
Girl.
girl.
Hey
We back
girl.
again in this bit.
Yes, episode 2. Let's get it. Thank
Yes,
y'all for watching
ma'am.
episode 1. Thank y'all for the love, the comments, the shares, everything like that. I ask y'all to continue to like,
Mm-hmm.
comment, subscribe to our YouTube page or whatever.
Right.
Follow us on Instagram, More to Love Podcast on Instagram. All that, girl. So, girl, today's topic.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're gonna talk about dating. Okay. Now, I want to talk about dating. I mean, of course, like I said, we are two plus size queens, and we want to talk our shit. And I definitely want to talk about dating, from the perspective of a plus size girl, but
Mm-hmm.
also, girl, just dating. Period. Because
Yeah.
this shit out here, girl,
Girl, it's really
girl.
messy out here right now because honestly, a lot of people not really being outside. A lot of the dating stuff that's going on right now,
Mm-hmm,
it's all online, honey.
mm-hmm.
Like whether it's Instagram, whether it's dating sites,
Yeah.
whether you Facebook Messenger somebody, you Facebook
Mm-hmm.
friend,
Right.
honey, all kinds of stuff. So like, it is a hot mess. I ain't gonna lie, because doing all this stuff online now is a hot mess. Because
Girl.
everything kind of fake slick if you think about it.
Yeah, exactly. And these guys are just crazy.
All right.
Girl. But yeah, so you said, I mean, are you comfortable with talking about your relationship status on the pod?
I got a different situation.
You in this
Just know that I got a different situation, y'all. It's a real weird situation. So
okay, okay, weird
I'm
situation.
all over the place with my love life. It's like
Okay, been there, done that. I feel
it's
you.
a situation, and like you know what, in the future when I can figure out what the situation is, I
Right.
can more explain to y'all.
Okay. That girl, I feel you.
Girl, diplomatic way of backing out that question right quick.
Okay, okay. Okay, situation. I
Girl,
ain't
no, but for real, no, for real though, I really just don't even know what the heck going on. So like,
cold.
I can't even tell
Yeah,
y'all what the heck going on.
yeah. Girl, we all been there. Trust me, we all been there. I'm sure our
Mm-hmm.
viewers have been there. I definitely been there. Right now, like I said in our first episode, if you didn't watch it, go watch it. Okay. I I'm newly single, so I was in a 5-year relationship, and now I'm single. I'm living
Yes,
on
single
my own.
honey in these streets,
Girl,
in
I'm
the good streets, y'all, not the crazy streets, but we in the good
yeah.
streets.
I'm trying, girl. So like I'm like I said, I'm newly single, so I'm definitely not even looking for like a boyfriend. Like I'm not looking for a relationship. But
Mm-hmm.
me right now, I'm just dating for fun. Like just, I mean, basically, I'm on these dating apps just for fun, entertainment. I'd be bored,
Yeah,
why not have a conversation with somebody or whatever? But these
yeah,
guys out here,
girl.
girl,
Especially on these dating apps, I don't even
girl,
know which one you using,
I
but they be off the chain, honey.
can't, girl.
Girl, that's why I ain't been on one in so freaking long. Cause I'm just like, I had my little rounds with them, and I had some crazy stuff happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
done. I ain't going back because y'all crazy too.
Okay. We gonna talk about it, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's crazy out here. Like these guys, they're just so, I don't know. Like I just don't know. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about like being plus size with dating apps.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading I don't know if I was on TikTok or somebody was talking about it, but I heard like a girl was talking about the type of pictures that she posts
Mm-hmm.
on her dating apps because she want to make sure a guy knows that she's plus size. She was like,
Right.
I think it was TikTok. It was a girl on TikTok. She was like, I want to make sure that a guy knows I'm plus size from my pictures. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want
Right.
anybody to be like, oh, she catfished me or whatever. So she was like, I make
Mm-hmm.
sure I put a full body pic. You know what I'm saying? Like, make
Yeah.
sure you see all this. Like, so do you feel like that's important? Because I know like a lot of guys, they be like, oh, girls, big girls, they think they slick. They take pictures from their neck
From up
up,
here.
yeah, so that you don't see their body. Like, how you feel about that? Like, what kind of pictures did you have when you was in these dating app streets?
When I was doing the dating app, like before that, I didn't have like a real situation before. Like I had never had like a boyfriend. So when I started the dating shit, it was all new to me. So I don't think I had even a full body picture on mine.
Okay.
To be honest, I think all mine were just like of my face. And then I think I did like something like this where you can kind of see like my body like that. But like I back then I rarely took pictures of my body standing up anyway. So it was just like, it is what it is. And it wasn't, I don't even think it was me thinking like I'm trying to hide, but then when I'm thinking about it, maybe it was a little bit of that too. Like maybe I was a little kind of self-conscious about my weight and stuff. But yeah, most of them were just up here, from here to up here. And when I see it, sometimes you can tell that a girl is plus size, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even just from her face or like this area, like you can tell that she is skinny or not. But some dudes, they prefer, sometimes it's not even weight what it is. Sometimes it's they prefer a certain body type. They like, some dudes like plus size women, but they only prefer a certain type of plus size woman. Like they only prefer, oh, she got a big breast and big boobs, you know, big butt, wide hips, and she has to have like a smaller waist, still be fat, but a little bit chubby, just a little chub, not too, you know, they got a whole bunch of little hits there and there. So it's not, I don't even think it is like a weight issue now, because like you were talking about before with the TikToks and people, there are people, a lot of people that do embrace bigger women. Yeah. So I don't even think it is the bigger part. It is the shape part these days.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
Some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people prefer like, you know, straight down bodies. Like they don't like too much, or you can't have too much ass. You know, I done heard dudes say, oh, that's too much ass. Like I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I be like, okay, well, you know, that's what they prefer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like a lot of men, this ain't no shade to no men out there or anything, but a lot of men are like, when it comes to, you know, looking at women, they do go for the appearance first. Yeah, definitely. From my opinion. So, you know, it's all about what they like. I don't even think it's the plus part now.
Yeah, like on the dating apps anyways, all you could go off of is appearance. Like you that is your pictures. I mean, I guess, and what you say in your profile, because sometimes that turns me off too, like your bio. Yeah. Sometimes I definitely be like, no. Like, I don't care how cute you are, but sometimes they just say stupid stuff in their bio. I'd be like, nah.
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, exactly. But like for me, pictures, like I felt when I seen that girl say that, I was like, I do the same thing. Like I make sure I put a full body picture, because I do not want nobody to be like, oh, she catfished me, or I know you was this big, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I try to put at least one full body picture. Like most of my pictures are just my face. Like and also I try to make sure I put a picture without a filter, because I use filters a lot. Like I love my Snapchat filters. Like I take all my selfies with a Snapchat filter. But
girl, I love you a good Snapchat filter, girl.
Exactly. But like on a
snatching a face.
Yes, girl. It be putting on lashes. I be like, yes.
Cause little contacts hanging you or something. Yeah. Come on, Snapchat. Y'all really did the game with that one, okay?
Yes, for real. But yeah, so I try to make sure I put at least one picture without a filter, because I don't want like, oh, I want you to know this is me. Like, okay, if you want to FaceTime me. Like, this is me. I am who I am. You either like it or you love it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you gonna get what you gonna get. Exactly. You gonna get what you gonna get, and it's just that. I had a dude tell me one day, like literally, this just happened a couple of days ago. I had posted a picture of myself, and it was literally like me sitting in a chair. You know, just me sitting in a chair, and then he said he gonna message me in my inbox, and he was like, he said, you big, but you so damn fine. Ooh. I said, what? What? I'm like, you really tried the F out of me. Like, you talking about you big, but you so damn fine. Bro, you really tried me. And I'm looking like, I said, how you know I'm big? I just was really like trying to figure out who the heck he's talking about. He's talking about you could just tell, but he was like, you girl, I gotta show you the screenshot. He was like, you could tell it's just the way, I don't know how he came up with all that stuff. He was just talking about I look fine, and I was just like, okay, I'm big, but I'm fine, okay. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you don't have no room. To tell nobody nothing about nothing. They big, they fine, they skinny, they tall. You better stop because you all of them in one. Leave me alone, okay?
That's annoying. That's like saying you pretty for a big girl. Like, that's offensive. Like, people don't get that. Like, and that's another. I'll be on TikTok. I'll be on these TikTok streets. But this girl said that too. Like, it might have been the same girl, but matter of fact, I think it was. She was like, she gonna start saying that to skinny girls. Like, oh, you pretty for a skinny girl. Like,
please.
Like, what
that is kind of disrespectful.
What does that mean? Yeah, like, that's really like, what you mean? Like, because I'm big, I shouldn't be pretty? Like,
like don't ever try me because I will roast you in my DM. And we will go back and forth, and you ain't gonna like me ever again.
Exactly. It's crazy though, like, for real. But like, for me, the only thing that I could say like about my pictures, because I don't have a big butt, right? So I don't take pictures of my butt. Like, I don't do that. Like, so I don't know if guys like just assume that I might have a big butt or whatever. Like, so like that's another thing that I try to like sneak into the conversation. Like, I ain't my butt not that big.
Everything
like, cause I don't want.
Are you a ass or titty man? Which one is it?
Exactly.
But girl, I'm floating in the same boat as you, girl. Like, big breasts, barely no booty. Like, just I'm like, honey, whatever. It is what it is. Exactly. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. This how God made me.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Hate it.
I'm actually not apologizing.
Exactly.
Back,
yes, no apologies.
But
love it. Okay.
I definitely feel that you do that, and like, I mean, sometimes it is very important to certain people that you come out front like that. If you are someone that's trying to do something like that, if you feel more comfortable with telling them like, hey, this is what it is, like, then do it. If you think like, oh, they'll be fine with it or whatever, make sure send your pictures, because right now these days, like you said, them full body pictures is a must, a necessity for some men, especially since a lot of the dating is online now. Everybody is not going to the clubs like that no more. Nobody's really going out. Like, they're starting to try to, but dating online and taking those photos, they're gonna ask for like full body photos. Just be kind of prepared for that, And if you do feel uncomfortable with that, I don't know what kind of advice to tell you about that one. That one's kind of hard because it's kind of like you want to be involved and you want to stay on top of the game with how the dating world is going right now, and you just gotta adapt to it. You know what I'm saying? It is easier. I feel like it is easier to meet people in person. You know what I'm saying? Because like y'all know what each other look like. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all met each other. So that's the one good thing about online dating. You guys can meet online and then figure out if y'all want to meet up. Maybe you do it sooner than later if you're one of those type of people that feel like you may feel uncomfortable with that, but. Honey, at the end of the day, if he don't like it, he can get the stepping, honey. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Exactly. That's the thing. You could go, sir. Like, if you don't like me, then bye. Like, exactly.
It's never that deep. Like, you're going based off of body, but she probably have no personality. Probably don't like the things you like. Y'all are not on the same level. Y'all might not even vibe.
Exactly.
So get the stepping, boo.
That's another thing.
Know your worth. What they be saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing I learned, like, as I got older. I mean, not I learned, but like, as you get older, looks and like, body type and stuff like that is not as important. You feel me? Like, because even me, like, matter of fact, we can get into this, because even me, I've always been like a plus size girl, right? So I never wanted to date a big guy. Like, I'd be like, what? Like, two big people together? Like, not gonna really work. Like, I never wanted to date a big guy, like, for real. But my ex was a big guy, and I loved it. Like, it was cool. And like, now I kind of find myself being more attracted to bigger guys, like because they make me feel little. Honestly, like I like big guys because like
they're
big, like I feel little. You know what I'm saying? Like versus these little skinny dudes, but you know.
Girl, don't get me wrong, I love me a skinny man, girl. That is my. I mean,
girl,
I've been with someone who's bigger than me. It was cool too, but honey, I love me a little skinny man too, a little skinny man. But they gotta be, you know, a little bit taller than me because I'm freaking tall, girl. Like
I like tall too. Yeah, exactly.
I might squish them like if they.
I can't remember. I think we like the same height. How tall are you?
I'm 5. So I keep saying 5'7", but my uncle keeps telling me I'm 5'8". So
I say I'm 5'7", but then every time I meet a guy that say he 5'7",
they be like right here.
They be 5'5". I feel like 5'7" for a guy is 5'5". Like I be like, you ain't
right.
Like, child, you short. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty freaking tall. So
but yeah, I'm tall for a girl. So
but I used to, don't get me wrong, I don't talk to guys that are shorter than me.
Me too.
I don't talk to guys that are bigger than me, shorter than me.
Girl.
So I ain't discriminate. So don't, you know, we ain't talking about we discriminate on folks. We done been through them. Okay. But
and,
you know,
and in my experience, like big things come in small packages. Like in my experience. But you know, I'm just saying. So I have nothing against short guys.
I don't have nothing against, you know, I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying what I done experienced.
I had some good experiences with guys that are shorter than me, but I mean, I do prefer a guy that's taller. Like I said, just because I'm a big girl, I like a guy with some meat on his bones and make me feel girly. You know what I'm saying? Like another thing that I wasn't used to, even though with my last relationship, that was like my first real relationship. Like, and that was when we started dating when I was 26. I think, yeah, we started dating when I was 26, and that was my first real relationship. But I mean, I had like little situations to like, you know, before that, and it would be like skinnier guys, and like, let's say, you know how girls talk about like stealing their boyfriend's hoodies and stuff like that. I couldn't do that because I was always bigger than the dude. So now, like when I was dating my ex, like, and he's big, now I can put on his hoodie.
Oh yeah,
like, you know, stuff like that. Like that's like stuff like that.
That's man. Cute. Like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you on that. Yeah. No, I can definitely feel you on that because I was just having this conversation with my cousin about, you know, I have always like dated dudes that were smaller than me, like as in skinny, and then that I dated someone that was bigger than me, like really buff. Like he was big, buff dude, like tall, and that was cool. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, I was like, okay. But I mean, I really think it's because of our vibe, our connection. It wasn't like, it had nothing to do with our physical. Like, you know, I was attracted to him. He was attracted to me. But after that, it was like, I was always like talking to shorter, skinnier dudes. And I had got used to that. And then I started talking to someone who was taller. He's tall, but he's skinny. Because I have never had like talked to someone that was skinny and tall at the same time. Right. Girl, it's that same feeling that you get of someone just being bigger than you, like longer arms, longer legs. And that's because, like you said, we are taller. We're taller plus size women. First of all, we're freaking 5'8". You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
exactly.
Inches away from being 6 feet. So
exactly.
Just
if we put on heels, we 6 feet.
I am literally. So like, it's like you know. You live and you learn, basically. You experience different types. So not saying that I wouldn't date another short, skinny man though. But I'm just saying, like, I know I've tasted, you know, the ice cream flavors. I know what's going on.
Right. Yeah, it's just that like sometimes dating a short, skinnier guy, for me as a plus size girl, that's when some of my insecurities might come out because I just feel like I'm big, like I'm mad bigger than him, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and don't let me wear heels. Like, don't let me wear heels. I don't like wearing heels anyway. Like, heels is not comfortable to me. I'm not a heel girl. But especially when I put on heels and I'm like with a shorter guy, like, because then now I'm taller than you, and like I just feel awkward, like, you know.
Girl.
It's my insecurities, but I be feeling awkward. That's one thing. Like that's the plus of dating a tall guy. You can put on your heels. I can still, he's still taller than you. Like I love that. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel you on that because I've been there before.
Yeah.
Like I said, I dated a lot of like skinny, short dudes. Like I didn't say a lot because it sounds like I've been through it, but I'm just saying like. I remember like at least the last 2 dudes I like talked to, and I even like dated, like just dated basically going out on dates and stuff. Dating. Like they've been smaller, skinnier dudes. So then, like I said, I'm talking to someone at the moment who's taller than me, but he is still like slim. He has a little meat on his bone. So I'm like, this is very enjoyable. They are like the best hook because you're like you're feeling like you said really feminine. You're feeling really tiny inside their arms. So girl, I feel you on that, honey. I feel you on that.
Yes. Girl, but you said that you had a POF story that I was interested.
I cannot.
Why, girl?
Cause I already told you I filmed that for my YouTube channel, girl. I already filmed it anyway.
Oh, you already filmed it?
Yeah. Girl. I just gotta edit it and put it up. Girl, yeah, that was a little funny story.
We gotta hear that. When you post it, you make sure you let me know so I could like tell the viewers to go listen to it. I'm curious.
Girl, crazy story, girl. Crazy freaking story. I'm telling you, like, never knew I would go through some funny shit like that. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm trying to think, what was my craziest like dating app story? Let me see. It wasn't even, I had a crazy story, dating story, and it wasn't even a dating app. I met this guy. I was in New York. This is back in New York. I met this guy in the club, and he was cool. He was older than me. So he was just like, when we was at the club, he was just talking like some real shit. Like, I don't know. I forgot what he was saying, but I know I was liking whatever he was saying. Like, he was talking about, I can't even remember, like I said, what he was saying, but I liked him. I gave him my number, and we used to talk on the phone all the time. Like after I gave him my number, we would talk on the phone. We would talk at night, like you know, late nights. You know how when you first start talking to somebody,
and y'all be on the phone for hours.
Yeah, and
talking about nothing.
Exactly. And I was working at the time, so one day on my day off, I was bored, like and he was like, "Oh, you should just come over." And I hate, first of all, I hate that. Like I hate when that's like the first date, like, oh, come to my house, like that shit is so annoying. But like,
yeah, you want to chill on your first date, like,
yeah, I hate that. Come chill with me, but I was bored, right? So that's my excuse. I do it, like I was bored, and he seemed cool, like, so I was just like, all right, like, I'll come over, like, okay. So I get there, and he said to me something about his cousin, like he was like, my cousin, something. Like I can't even remember what he said about his cousin. So when I got to the house or whatever, when I got into the apartment, it was a girl there, and I'm assuming, I'm like, okay, this is the cousin that he was talking about, right? So he just chilling, and then he had to like go to the store or something. Like he was like, so the cousin, she was cooking. She was cooking dinner or whatever. And he had to like go to the store and get something. And he was like, you want to stay here, whatever, or you want to, like, he didn't even ask me. He was like, I'm about to run to the store real quick, blah, blah, blah. I think he was going to get liquor, man. I think he was like, I'm going to go get a bottle, whatever. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, and then I'm talking with the cousin, like, I'm talking with her. And then, like, she asked me, she's like, so how you know him? I'm like, oh, we met at the club the other, like, I mean, like a couple of weeks ago, whatever. I'm telling her, and then she was like, oh yeah, because I seen y'all text messages, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, like what the fuck? I was so confused. Like, okay, you seen our text messages? And she was like, did he tell you who I was? And I'm like, No. I was like, I mean, I think he was like, he said something about his cousin or whatever. She was like, oh no, I'm his girl. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, why am I here then? I was like, what? Like, I was like, well, I didn't know that. Like, I'm sorry. She was like, yeah, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. He's so disrespectful.
He's bold.
Yeah, he's so disrespectful. Like, he always be bringing girls over here. And I give him my whole check and blah, blah, blah. Like, she was retarded. Like, girl, what did you do? I mean, I don't mean to say retarded.
Girl, I know you lying.
She was crazy. I was like, girl. And then she was still like, oh, you should stay. I'm cooking, blah, blah, whatever. Like,
girl, you want me to stay after I done stepped in your house?
You know what? I think she told him not to tell me. Like, I mean, I think she told me not to tell him that she told me that she's his girl. I think she was like, oh, don't tell him I told you or whatever. But girl, it was so awkward. I was like,
nah, she lying.
What?
She gotta be lying.
Yeah. No, because then eventually, like, it came out. Because, like, I stayed there. Like, honestly, I was already in the situation. And I was just like, this is interesting. It's like, I was there for a little bit.
I would have been scared, first of all.
We was talking and the guy came back, right? So tell me why the guy came back with, and this is crazy because I met one of, like, my closest friends. I'm not closest, but a good friend. Like, I met her that night because so the guy, his cousin came over. That's what he was talking about, his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So his cousin was a guy. And the guy cousin came over with a girl. Like, so it was like I guess it would have been a double date if his girlfriend wasn't there. I don't know, girl.
Yeah.
But the cousin came over with a girl. And me and the girl talking that the cousin had came over with, and she was like, I don't understand why I'm here. Like, she just met the guy. She just met the cousin online. She just met him online. This was a crazy, wild night for me, girl. Like,
girl, I would have been crying.
That girl, her name is Nisha. Shout out to Nisha. That's my girl. I love you, Nisha. So Nisha, she just met the guy on a dating app that day, and they were supposed to go out to get coffee. And then he told her, oh, I got to pick up something at my cousin's house. So that's how they got to the cousin house. And I was like, but the plan was he was coming, like, the whole time he was telling me that his cousin was coming over. Like, so I was like, I don't think that it was, like, I think that was the whole plan. Because then we all chilling. They like, you want to drink? And blah, blah, blah. So we was like, what the fuck? Then we go then we went, like, in the back, right? So then the girl had to, this night, girl, it was crazy. The girl had to, pick up her kids or something, right? So then she go pick up the kids or whatever, and now it's kids in the house. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, this is awkward. Like, okay, like, I'm ready to go. But then we was talking, so the girl Nisha and then and the girlfriend, we was talking, like, the guys had went out again, like, maybe they went to go get weed or something. Like, I don't know, they went out again. So I'm telling Nisha, like, yo, this is his girlfriend. And I just like, so, like, I'm telling Nisha about, like, what's going on. Like, and she's like, what the fuck did I just walk into? And she was like, and I just met this man online. Like, I was like, this is crazy. So me and Nisha, we was like, girl, you want to leave? Like, she was like, I'm hungry. Like, I'm about to, me and Nisha left. Me and the girl Nisha left and went to Applebee's.
Oh my God.
Yes, we left and went to Applebee's and we drinking and we eating. And then tell me why they came up to Applebee's. They was like, oh, we got lag. How y'all gonna leave like that? We're like, we went to Applebee's. Like, y'all had too much going on. And they came and met us at Applebee's. And I'm like, yo, why did you have me in that situation? Like, I'm talking, like, why you ain't tell me, like, you had a girlfriend? But he was like, nah, because she be playing. I ain't got time. Like, girl, it was a crazy night. Like,
first of all,
the only good part is that me and became close. Like, we became friends. That was my friend in New York for a long time. Like, that's my girl. But it was crazy.
He is crazy. Talking about she playing. He ain't got time for this. So you bring me. What if she was crazy? She had a gun and some craziness. Right. Like, bro, you put me. Like, you really tried it.
Why did you put me in that situation? Like,
nah, he tried it. Yeah, bro. I would have been cracking up though. Like,
Bro, it was a funny night. Like, it was an interesting night. Like, it was very interesting. Like, I was like, and then it's a funny story how me and Nisha met. Like, if anybody was like, yo, how y'all became friends? Like, it's crazy.
That would
like,
be the best story.
She was cool as hell. Like, we really clicked. We used to go to the club together. Like, after that, we used to hang out all the time, go to the club. She moved back to Detroit or whatever. So we're not close like that no more. But we was mad cool. Like, you know, like, I was like, that's crazy, like, how we met. Like,
nah, that's lit as hell. That's
both
the
of
best
us
story.
was on dates from hell, basically. Like, it's crazy.
That is funny, and that's some good ass story. No, that was a good ass story. That was a good ass story.
That's probably like my worst dating, like my worst little date experience. Like, honestly, I was like, what is going on? Like, what?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, mine is crazy too, but
we gonna watch it on your YouTube, man.
It was crazy. It was crazy, but yours sound crazier than mine. Mine wasn't that crazy, but it was yours is off the chain. We gonna see, honey.
Girl. One time, girl, I got stories for days, girl. I remember when years ago, like I was young, I was a teenager, like back in MySpace days. I met this boy on MySpace, and we met up. And he did not look nothing like his pictures. On his pictures, he was so. This was Catfish before Catfish was out. But he's talking about, oh, those are pictures when I was younger. Like first of all, when I think about it, it was wrong. Like I was, it was wrong. I was like 16. He was like 20. So he was like, oh, those pictures when I was 16. I'm like, sir, like this. You not this
no you really tried it, like, bro, are you serious,
girl?
You serious? I gotta do my Russell Westbrook face. Like, you serious? Like, bro, like, no, you're crazy.
But yeah, but now like dating, like, I don't know. I guess for me now it's hard because I don't know, because I don't really want a relationship. So like when I tell people that if I'm on a dating app and I'd be like, oh, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, then they assume that I'm just looking for sex, or because they'd be like, so then like what you here for? Like, so then you want, like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that's exactly what they
like. I don't know.
Like, yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what I'm here for, because I'm not looking for that either. I'm just looking for a conversation. Like, maybe it's fun. Like, if we could get to know each other and you cool and we could be friends, then maybe we could grow into something possibly.
They be trying to get it right off the bat. Soon as he said, oh, you ain't here for a relationship. Oh, so you trying to.
Oh, yeah, they be like, me neither. I ain't looking for nothing serious either. So you want to come chill?
I'm trying to get some cake. Like,
that's my biggest issue. Like, these guys out here, girl. I'd be like, no, like, no. And I know, like, COVID got everything closed, so it ain't much to do dating wise. Like, it's not much you could do. I mean, Atlanta open though. Like, honestly, Atlanta open. You could do stuff, but I ain't really trying to do that. But
yeah, it's a lot going on in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
It's always a lot going on out here. So
exactly,
girl, now you maybe want to tell my story. You don't have two good stories. I can't really let the podcast go without a good story. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. I'll just put it on my YouTube channel too. It's fine, girl. Yeah. So, girl, listen, honey.
All right.
When I started doing the dating app, like, I didn't know nothing about that world. Like, I didn't know dating apps even existed. Like, for real, like, it never crossed my mind. Like, people date, and we have like Facebook and Instagram and stuff. It still didn't cross my mind. Like, I don't know. So my two homegirls at the time, we still homegirls. They were my roommates at the time, though.
Right.
They had put me on to this app called POF. So I was like, okay, cool. This, I didn't really know what to expect at the time. Like I said, I wasn't putting like a lot of pictures up. So I had like a couple of face pictures of myself. As soon as I put on that, I was feeling myself because I was getting kind of a little ding-da-dang-da-dang. So I was like, okay, this is a lot of attention. Like, I wasn't expecting all this. And at the time, I never had a boyfriend. Never experienced like, and this was like my sophomore year in college. Like, I had never had a boyfriend. Like, I had talked to guys, of course, throughout the years, but like nothing consistent as like somebody said, let's be boyfriend, girlfriend. So, so when I was getting all this attention, I was seeing all these fine dudes hit me up. And I will say, my first POF experience, I met my boyfriend off of there.
Oh, okay.
We were together for like 8 months, and then we broke up. We still cool though, but we were together for 8 months, girl.
Right.
Then I had forgot all about the app and stuff, like because we was together for that long, and then I didn't have no reason to, and I just forgot all about the dang app. Oh, girl, my phone about to die. But I forgot all about the app, and I was like, let me get back on the app because I was lonely. Like, I was like, let me see what's popping. Yeah. Like, let me just see what's going on in these streets.
Right.
Got back on the app, and girl, this fine dude hit me up on here. And I was like, I didn't even know how to act. Girl, I was like, oh, he my boyfriend. He gonna be my next boyfriend. I'm obviously getting all my boyfriends off this app. That's what it is. Okay. So I was like, this gonna be my man. This gonna be my motherfucking man. Girl, I deleted the app and everything. As soon as we exchanged number, I said, oh, I don't even need that app no more. Girl, this is literally the same day I met him. Girl was messaging him, and girl, he was like 6-something, chocolate, body fine. I said, oh, you look good. Yeah, you do. And girl, like I said, at this time, like I said, I had my first boyfriend. I still wasn't really into like the dating world. Like after that, like I wasn't talking to no dudes and stuff. So with him, it was kind of like me just sneaking back into the situation or whatever.
Right.
Then at the time, girl, I wasn't doing nothing. When I tell you I wasn't doing nothing, I wasn't doing that either.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wasn't getting the cheeks clapped or anything like that. Like I wasn't doing all that.
At all? Like you was a virgin? Or
I was, virgin. Okay. I was not doing all that. So I kind of felt like after I was talking to him for a while, like that's what he was getting at. Like, he kind of wanted to meet up and do that. Like he really wanted into not, trying to be no boyfriend, girlfriend, no dating type. Because it is a date app, but it's not what he wanted. But girl, I told him what it was. Like, yo, this is what it is. I'm a virgin. We're not doing it. So if you don't want to, deal with me, that's cool. We could be friends. He was like, oh no. He said, that's cool. He was all cool with it. Like, I was like, oh, he a cool guy. This can turn into something, okay? And then he was like, yeah, it makes me even want to be friends with you even more, or something like that, along those lines. So, girl, after a couple of weeks of talking to him, I was at class. I was getting out of class. We had like some 30-minute break between the class or whatever.
Right.
He called me. He was like, I need you to do something for me. I was like, bro, what? I'm intrigued. I'm like, what you mean? Like, I wasn't expecting anything, but I'm like, okay, what's going on? He's like, just call me when you get back home. I go home. I text him, he called me. My friend, at the time with my best friend, I was living with her. We was roommates. And she was like, I was in her room and I started talking to him. Girl, I'm trying to make sure I get the story right. I started talking to him and she was laying on her bed. And I guess she heard what he was saying on the phone. Why he asked me he want me to be in this video with him.
What?
So I'm like, video. He was like, yeah, I do. Like amateur sex videos.
What?
Girl, I was looking at him like,
what?
She heard him. She's like, what? Like, what is he? I'm talking about. And I was like, I'm telling him like, well, we already had the conversation about, what I be, and I'm really not into stuff like that.
Right.
He was like, no, you just gotta do one thing for me. Girl, this video went viral.
Yeah.
Girl, the video itself went viral. Girl, I was in the video. I went in my room firstly. He said, I need you to call me at a certain time. he told me, like, call me in like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna call you back in 5 minutes. He's like, when you call me back, you need to act like you my girlfriend on the phone. I was like, okay. He was like, and I'm gonna be basically having sex with another girl while you on the phone.
Girl.
Girl, I was like, Wyleisha, really? Because I'm like, am I gonna do this? And this is around the time. This is around the time that Drake, like, YOLO song had came out or whatever.
Right, exactly.
So, my best friend was like, you only live once. Like, just go. Girl, when to go do it? He was like, when you on the phone, you just gotta act like you my girlfriend. You gotta go, you gotta be going off. I'm gonna have you on speakerphone. And he gonna be having sex with the other girl while I'm going off. So I was like, okay. Girl, prepare for my role, girl. I was like, this what about to be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had to be so ratchet in my life, but this is about to go down. Right. Go on the phone. I hear them going at it. And she's on the phone like, yeah, I'm doing your man, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you just... if you and that dude up, like, girl saying everything, call her the B word, girl, she probably getting done like, dang, she doing too much. Like, like, because I was going to freak in.
You saw the video?
No, so this is what happened. Because he was like one of them Twitter folks. Like, he would put it on Twitter and it would go viral type.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, ain't nobody ever gonna know.
Right.
Whatever, because it's on the phone somewhere. Yeah. And he sent me the video like after it was done. So I'm like, okay, they doing their thing or whatever.
Right.
And I see the phone. He has it blurred out in the beginning. He has my phone number blurred out. But that was in the beginning of the video, girl. By the end of the video, girl, my phone was on display. My phone number was on display. I was like, bro, my phone number on display. He was like, oh, my bad. I ain't mean you all that. He's like, but I can't take it down now because it had like 30,000 views at the time.
Wow.
Girl, why did my phone blow up that day?
Oh my goodness.
My phone was going off. Like, people were calling me, like, had Michigan numbers calling me. Just random. I had answered one of the phone calls, and I could tell it's like a little boy. He's like, yo, this is her. And then some other boys in the background laughing, like, ha, 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 ha. And then I have people texting me talking about, I forgot his name. He was like, he should never did that to you. Let's make our own video. Ooh. I was like, bro.
Oh my goodness. What?
Y'all off the chain. Girl, I thought I was going to have to change my phone number. But they eventually stopped because he had to take the video down because him and the girl had fell out. So he had to take the video down. So I was like, they stopped calling me and stuff. I don't know, honey. I was like, that is crazy as heck. I was scared too because I was still on my mama's plan. I was like, I'm gonna have to tell my mama why I need to change my phone number. I'm gonna have to come up with something, or I'm gonna have to tell her the truth. But they eventually stopped. So I was like, cool, I'm chilling. Ain't nobody ever called me again after that. After he took the video down.
That is hilarious.
Girl, dead ass.
That's funny that you did it like that.
I was like, you only live once. I'm looking like,
it was like, forget it. Like it was like the reason why I stayed at the boy house with the girl. It's like,
yeah, like
I'm already here. Like we in this moment, forget it.
Like, and I was like, ain't nobody ever gonna know. So
yeah, my
ass was like chilling with him, like. But when they seen that phone number, girl, I was scared as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
That is too funny. But speaking of like Twitter, social media, that's what I wanted to talk about. I was telling you earlier about the TikTok people that's talking about like being plus size is very popular right now on TikTok. Like BBW, whatever you want to call it. It's super popular. it's a lot of women, it's a lot of BBW women that post body positivity stuff and I'm BBW, you know, that's cool. I'm here for it. And then there's a lot of guys that post like, yeah, love me, big girl, you know, like that. And I feel like a lot of times, a lot of the guys especially, I mean the girls, I guess the girls is using it for the same reason, like to get views and, you know, exposure and go viral and stuff like that. But the guys, I feel like with the guys, I feel like they faking it. Like I feel like a lot of them are so fake about it. Like, yeah, love me a BBW, but in real life, like you go to the Instagram page and you see their last girlfriends, they ain't no BBW. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they just using it, like using big girls for clout, for views and stuff like that, and that's just annoying to me. I want to.
Girl, they do that to Black women too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
in general,
it's the Asian guy that do that. Like he be, oh, I love Black women. Oh, you want to know why I love?
Girl,
Black
I
women?
done seen a lot of those on there.
Yeah.
It be white guys, it be Black guys saying it. It be white guys, Black guys, Asian guys. Honey, all races and ethnicities, they be saying like, oh, reasons why I love a Black woman. Or sometimes they be saying reason why, I mean, like, it be Black guys saying like why they like white girls. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, yeah, I don't get that one dude you had sent me, he was real interesting, like I said. So he looked like he was clout chasing because the way he was doing it, he was going about it, like licking his teeth and stuff. Like, what that got to do with loving a BBW, a bigger woman?
That's like, and then, that's how old his videos are. Like,
really?
He just think he cute, so he just be making all them little videos.
It is so corny. Like everything on, what is that? I mean, not saying everything on there is corny. It's just like sometimes the things that these folks be doing is just be for attention and for clout.
I guess most of it is.
Like the whole thing. And I guess Instagram like that too, if you think about it. All of it's the
social media and everything is for clout. Like you want people to follow you, you want people to look at your page, you want people to like you. So money. I get it, but I don't like. But that's like
that BBW thing is weird.
That's like
though.
You posting a car that's not yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for clout. Like, oh, look what I'm riding in when it's not really the car that you're riding in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, I don't like it. Like especially like I had sent you a video about what the girl on TikTok, and she was saying that she want guys to stop making that their personality trait. Like, oh, I like big girls. Like I'm this person, and I like big girls. Like if you a guy that like regular, like that like skinny girls, they don't be like, oh, I'm this person, and I like skinny girls. Like nobody does that. So why do you have to like use that, like make
for
that
bigger women
trait? Yeah. Like if you like big girls, then you like big girls, then date big girls, and that's it. You don't have to broadcast it. You don't have to, like, you know, it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I appreciate the love. Like, if you like a bigger girl, I appreciate that because you're proving that big girls get love too. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas like girls with the big butts and big booties, they always getting praise and love and all that. So I like it, but I just want it to be genuine. I want it to be from people that really, like really are attracted to big girls. But on TikTok, I feel like they just be, I don't know. Like
girl, I think it's exactly what you're saying, for freaking clout, because I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, women are women, whether they're small, black, white, skinny, purple, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big boobs, small boobs, you know, women are women. If you find a woman attractive, you just find a woman attractive. Like you said, you don't have to categorize it like, oh, I just love big, beautiful women, because now you making it seem like there's something wrong with skinnier women. Like, just love who you love and keep it that way. If you like bigger women, I mean, it's great. You can let the whole world know, like, that's great and all, but like, you don't have to, it don't have to be categorized. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. It's nothing wrong. Like, if you like big women, I'm not saying I don't want you to be like, I like big women. That's cool, but it's just, I could tell, like, most of these guys, I don't know these guys personally on TikTok. Like, so don't take me, like, and I'm
don't take nothing.
I'm not gonna name no names or nothing. But I just see a lot of guys. Yeah.
Right.
I just see a lot of people on TikTok that just be always BBW. And it just, I don't see you. Like, I mean, like I said, I don't know them personally, but if you look at their pages and stuff like that, you look at their likes and all of that, it ain't big girls. Like, you know,
it ain't the same, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It
it's
just
not correlating.
It just got popular. So now everybody want to be, oh, yeah, I like it. Like, it's just, it drives me crazy, girl. Like, I don't know. Like,
do you think that, girl, before my phone died, do you think that ever since Lizzo has come out and she's been more body positive, that this, not even going to say fantasy or anything, but the more love for bigger women has as well? Because I was seeing, like, I used to see comments on the Shade Room where dudes would comment under pictures about Lizzo and they'd be like, you know, I've never, you know, talked to big girls before, but I would get with Lizzo, some, like stuff like that. Like I see multiple comments like referring to something like that. Yeah. And I'm looking like now you see all these big women have always been beautiful. Like, I want that to like separate. Women have always been beautiful no matter their size. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're just realizing that there is a big woman that is, you know, beautiful. All right. It's not because she's big that she's beautiful. You know, she's just beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying?
A beautiful woman that happens to be plus size. Like,
right. So I'm like, I feel like sometimes the surge may have came because of the Lizzo kind of thing. Which is shout out to Lizzo for that. I mean, not saying that she did it, but I'm just saying, like, when I was looking in the comments, I seen a lot of dudes commenting like that. Like, even 50 Cent had made a post about her one time. You remember that? Do you remember that?
I think so.
He had made some post about her, girl, talking about like, I ain't know they was coming like that. I ain't know you was coming like that or something like this. And he was like, he would take Lizzo down or something like that. So it could be, you know.
Here's my take on it. My opinion on that is that Lizzo kind of made it. Lizzo, I mean, I don't know. I still see people talking shit about her. They're like, oh, she's
all the time.
Is that third, whatever. I still see people commenting that, like, okay, you fat, we get it, whatever. You unhealthy, this, that, and the third. Like, I've seen all of that. But I feel like what Lizzo did was make guys feel comfortable about saying that they like big girls, because a lot of times guys do like big girls, but they don't admit it. They don't admit it. They don't say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, it's funny. Like, trust me.
No, I know
a couple guys like that, and I know they dated me or was with me, so I'm like, obviously you like something over here, so don't do that. Like, don't try to act like you don't like big girls.
Don't try to act brand new, boo. My thing is, when I was like, I've never like experienced dudes not expressing their love for bigger women, but I feel like as time goes on and as you get older, you know what I'm saying, like different men are a little bit more open about what they like. You know, when they're younger, when you was younger,
definitely.
Like, they were like, but as you know, as you get older, as I like me getting older and dealing with, you know, a different man, it's like they weren't thinking about too much of my body like I was, you know what I'm saying? Because I was so used to that growing up, like with, you know, the guys that I were talking to, you know, having to be a little bit self-conscious and, you know, not knowing if they really liked me or like what it was. I, like you said, obviously they like something, because, you know, otherwise they wouldn't talk to you. But like, you know, it's still a mind.
Sometimes you like, oh, do they really like me, or are they dating me just because they think they could have me? Like, they think I'm easy, like, because you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know guys like that too, like, where they date big girls because of the low confidence. So therefore, it's easier to control them. It's easier to get into their pants. Like, if you just act like you like her, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. You just never know, honestly. But that could be with anybody. Like, you don't know why anybody's true motives until you.
And you could be a skinnier woman and still go through the same things that we're going through.
Yeah, they do. Like, it's no different. Like, it's just women, period. It's humans, period. I'm not even gonna say it's women. It's just humans. Like, guys go through shit too. Like, just like I said before, like, I used to not date big guys. Like, I didn't want to date a big guy. Like, no. Like, two big people, it's just not gonna work. I don't want to. So I know big guys go through it too. Like, and even I know my cousin, to this day, she'd be like, no, like, I'm not, like, big guys ain't for me. Like, I'm not dating the big guy. So, like,
And
he
it's
gonna
okay to
pressure
have your
me.
preference.
Yeah. It's okay to have your preference, exactly. But I'm sure that, like, big guys could be insecure too sometimes, you know?
I used to think that same thing because,
Yeah.
like I said, even though I have talking to someone that was bigger than me, but I did used to have a thought like, man, I don't want to be with nobody that's big of me. Like you said, it's like I'm big, they big. I would think so, but like I said, as time goes on, you get older, your mind
Yeah.
changes, how
Yeah,
your views on
definitely.
things change. So when I did talk to someone bigger, like I said, it was great. Like it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Our vibe wasn't, where it should have been, which is why it didn't last. But
Right.
I used to think the same way you used to think, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there are probably
Other people
for
that do
your experience
yeah.
alone, you telling us that you didn't date bigger dudes, then you had dated a bigger dude, and it was a good experience. For the ladies that's out there thinking like, oh, I'm too big, I don't want to
I'm
date a
too
bigger
big to
dude,
date
you might
another
find
a
the
big
love
dude.
of your
Yeah.
life. Okay,
Exactly.
period.
Exactly. Don't block your blessings. That's what
Don't block
I
your
used to like.
blessings.
Because when you have, I mean, it's good. Of course, you have what you're attracted to. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not attracted to it, to somebody, then cool, okay. Like, you don't have to force nothing. But
Yeah, don't.
you also should be open minded. Like you might not physically be attracted to that person at first, but once you talk to somebody and you get to know somebody, attraction can grow.
Goes
So
deeper. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so
been there before.
it's yeah, that's one thing that I learned. Like I'm 31 now, but you know, I had to learn that. Like it's not all about look. When I was younger, like 16, like I used to only want to date light skinned dudes. Like I didn't want to date skinny. I mean, I didn't want to date big dudes. I only wanted to date tall dudes. Like all of that. Like I have mine. You gotta be tall, light skinned. Like you gotta be Chris Brown.
So like, period.
You gotta be Chris Brown. No, but like that's what I wanted. But you know, I mean, when you get older, you open your mind a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's important for everybody to, do. Just open your mind. Like don't block your blessings. You could be blocking by saying it's like, oh, I don't date this, I don't date these people, then you could be missing out on the love of your life, your soulmate, if you believe in soulmates. But like, somebody that's really for you, just because, oh, they was a little bit too big, so no, or they was a little bit too short, so no, it's important to like
Yeah.
just think outside the box.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, girl. I know your phone is dying soon, so anything else you want to say?
Girl, no, we had a good. This was a good conversation. Girl, we
This was
having
a
good
good
conversations.
conversation.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. What time is it? Yeah, it was a good conversation. So thank y'all for tuning in to the More to Love podcast. Episode 2, we're gonna be back. Okay, next week. We're gonna see y'all next week. Go back and
Period.
listen to episode 1 if you didn't listen to it. Follow us on Instagram, More to Love Podcast. Follow our personal Instagram pages. Where's my hugs at? And Nettie Pooh. All that. Okay. Thank you for
Period.
listening, guys. Bye.
Bye, y'all.